Hi guys, if you're experiencing your first layoff and you think it's like the world is ending, trust me, I get it, because I've gotten laid off 4 times from tech. And then I just ended up being a full-time Pilates instructor. And now my life is so fucking good. It's 2 o'clock. I'm done with work. I'm about to go on a hot girl walk. I live in San Diego. The sun is out. Life is good.
Pretty sure I'm about to get laid off from my 9 to 5 right now, so come with me to my meeting.
Difficult news to share, and that's why I've asked HR to join me. As you have seen, our business environment and organizational structure have shifted in many ways since we began our company transformation. And as we move forward with fewer brands and consolidated functions, we need to make some additional changes. And as part of this restructuring, your positions have been eliminated. The decision is not a reflection on anyone's performance, but it's based on what the broader business needs. I know it's super hard news. I'm going to turn it over.
My apologies for the nature of the call today, and I apologize for the difficult decision that has been made that is impacting you. And I truly wish you nothing but the best as you move forward.
Called it.
I'm actually making these videos out of concern because, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, because already, like, you guys have seen, I've made multiple videos about people complaining about the job markets, they can't find jobs. And then it's like back to back, despite the fact that people are over there unemployed for years, we still have people who are getting laid off every single time. Like, we hear Amazon, this, that, like, there's just always layoff. And it sucks. Maybe some of you might have heard me say it multiple times. It still shakes me because how can one individual face layoff multiple times? One individual. That's how you know it's so terrible that one person can experience layoffs more than 2 times. Like, at the end of the day, what are we gonna do? Like, people can't find jobs, and here we are having people who are being let go every single day. Like, you turn around here, this person, like, this amount, 30,000 has been laid off from this place. That's like it's just back to back to back, and it's so overwhelming. I'm gonna be checking out this video, but before we do, please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Let's get right into this video.
You guys are not gonna believe this. You are not gonna believe this. I was just laid off for the 3rd time in a row in 15 months. Yep. So I know I've been gone for a while. For those of you guys that have been rocking with me with my on again, off again coming on here. Hi, I'll give you an update in just a moment. For those of you guys that are brand new or just coming across my page for the first time, my name is Lay. I started this channel a long time ago trying to learn how to do digital marketing so that I could bring in another stream of income. That didn't really work out. Most recently, in the last few months, I was getting ready to start bringing you guys into my learning process for how to trade. But I was obviously predisposed with my job and other things that I had going on. But in between all of that, this had become my venting / community space for those of us that have been negatively impacted by the job market. And I guess we're going back to that now because this is happening again. So just to bring us all up to speed, the first layoff that I experienced was in July 2024. What I didn't know at the time that was happening was that it was due to a merger, and that's because of the way that the company handled it. They tried to make it out like there was something with my performance, even though I had never been spoken to about performance at all. Matter of fact, just several weeks before that happened, I was given a raise and a bonus and a pretty nice review. So it was very confusing. It was very emotional. I felt very gaslit because I was. And then within the weeks after that happened, I started learning the truth and hearing from other people that had also been impacted by the company. And so I let it go. It was a really, really rough time. It really impacted my sense of self and my confidence. Because again, I was just being gaslit to think that it was something that it wasn't. But in the end, I ended up getting a new job within 5 weeks. And then I went on to work that position from last summer until April of this year. Had a good time at that company as well. I learned a lot, made a lot of great connections, but that company ended up losing a very large client. And because of that, they did a huge riff, getting rid of the amount of people's salaries that made up the ARR for the client that they lost. And I was one of those people. Somehow, by the grace of God, when that happened in April, I found my most recent position. And that happened in 11 business days, which is unreal. What I will say is I leaned very, very heavily on my network. I pulled every string that I had, and I utilized every connection from the first to the third degree to get that role. And I really loved this last company. I had been interviewing with this company when I got the second position that I'm referencing in this time period, and I pulled my candidacy because I had gotten the job. And so when this happened again, I immediately came back to this company because I had already done a bunch of research. I knew that it was a good company and all of the things. And so the last 5.5 months that I had been here, you know, again, great learning opportunities, some amazing connections had been made both internally and externally, and I was feeling really good. But then lo and behold, we get told a couple months ago that we're going through a merger. And so in the weeks leading up to the layoff that just happened on Thursday, the 30th, October 30th, my manager, who's absolutely amazing, was being as transparent as she could be with the information that she had, and basically saying, hey guys, I don't know if we're going to be impacted, but I would be stupid to tell you guys to just sit pretty. Like, it could happen, so be prepared. Well, October also happened to just be the worst month probably of my life. That might be an exaggeration, but it totally feels that way. From October 1st to October 30th, something bad was happening, like nearly every day. You know, my health took a decline. My stress level was through the roof. I was in the hospital. I was back and forth with the doctors. My long-term relationship came to an end just last week. And then this past week, I lose my job for the third time in a row in 15 months. And I'll probably keep saying that because it is just unbelievable for that to roll off of my mouth. So yeah, I was, you know, here and there, you know, ADHD, busy schedule, all of the things, but that's what was happening in October that really impacted my ability to come here and talk about the things that were going on at the time. But now, as much as I didn't want to keep talking about the job market, for some reason, we keep coming back to this place. So, warning, you're going to see a lot more of me because I no longer have that full-time job. I will be implementing the processes that I've done in the past. Matter of fact, I have already started. Oddly enough, on Wednesday, the night before I got laid off, I had this really weird sinking feeling that something was going to happen. And so I updated my resume and all of the things Wednesday night. And I'm glad I did that because I did it in a good headspace. And then lo and behold, Thursday came. So, you know, I immediately jumped into action because I don't think I ever let my guard down from the first 2 times that this happened. Matter of fact, you know, when I got hired, they sent me a welcome basket with all this company swag in it. And I have a little hallway just outside of my bedroom. And that box with that stuff has been sitting there since it arrived. And it's almost like a symbol of like, we knew this was going to happen. We didn't want to get too attached. And so we left that box in the hallway, which is really strange because now I have to get rid of it. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of things. Unlike the first time I was laid off when it was very unprofessionally handled, I was very emotional and my self-esteem and my sense of self took a major hit. The second time around was a major blow because I didn't see it coming. This time around, I feel like I just never let my guard down. But I will say this, I've learned a lot about the job market and about how to utilize your network and what to say and what not to say. And I have a hustling spirit, but man, when this happens, it really kicks into high gear. And so I guess I got to do that again. Excuse me. And I guess I'm going to be sharing that with you again, but it's unreal. It's unreal, guys. I cannot believe that this has happened again. There is a reason, though. I feel like there is a reason that this keeps being put in my lap. And maybe there's something about this that's like really my purpose. I don't know. When this happened before, like, we really built an awesome community here. And I know I've been on and off, but maybe I'm supposed to be here. I don't really know. That being said, I am looking for jobs, obviously, again, but I'm also open to contract work and freelancing. I'm basically a business consultant. And so maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't really know, but I'm trying to maintain a positive outlook. I know I seem like I'm okay right now. In the moment, I'm okay. I've had my moments. It's scary. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I am scared, but I have to believe that God is gonna come through for me this time, just like He did the other times, and every other crappy situation that I've been in my life, He's always pulled me through. And so I have to believe that He's gonna do it again, and then I'm gonna land on my feet, and I'm gonna be okay. But in the middle of this process, it is terrifying. It is unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. The amount of people that I know that have been laid off is crazy. The amount of people that I know that have been laid off multiple times is also pretty overwhelming. But having it happen 3 times in 15 months is just like, what am I missing? Like, am I strong enough yet, God? Anyway, that's the update. You guys are probably going to see a whole lot more of me. And hopefully that's okay. If not, keep scrolling. But ask any questions. I'll take you along on this journey once again. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
I'm one of the over 300,000 Black women who've been let go from the workforce. I am now a statistic. And it hurts. It hurts to know that after all the degrees, I have 2, the experience, the dedication, the good work, none of it made me safe. I've been spending my life savings just to survive, paying bills late, stretching groceries, trying to maintain the life I had before this. But it's draining, it's humiliating, and most of all, it's lonely. People always talk about how the workforce treats you like you're replaceable, but to truly experience it, that's a whole different level of pain. To give so much of yourself, your time, and energy, just to be tossed away like you're nothing, it eats at you. It eats at you until you start to question if you ever really mattered in the first place. In my mental health, it's been rough. Not having stability, not knowing what's next. It messes with your head. I wake up anxious. I go to bed overthinking. Some days I can't even focus, and other days I feel numb. It feels like I'm watching my life slowly fall apart in slow motion. You already know, this is not the economy you want to be jobless in. Prices are sky high, rent keeps climbing, grocery costs are double what they used to, and the jobs that are out there, half of them pay less than what it costs just to survive. It's like the system is designed to break you right. And for Black women, it's even worse. We're being laid off at higher rates than anyone else after being told for years that we had to work twice as hard just to be seen. It's like no matter what we build, we're always the first on the chopping block. And somehow we're still expected to smile, pray, and stay strong. But I'm tired. I'm angry. And I'm done pretending that I'm okay. So yeah, I'm one of them. One of the over 300,000 Black women that have been laid off. Tired, angry, trying to survive in a world that keeps moving like nothing happened. And this is what it is.
I moved 3,000 miles away to be laid off. And right before the holidays. Love that. My initial reaction was to come on here and honestly expose all the crap that I've been put through, especially the last couple of days. And I thought, yeah, this will get views, this will get viral, this will cancel them. But I genuinely believe that that's not who I am. And that's not how I want to start off my full-time career as a content creator, by bringing other people down. So from now until my lease is up, I am going to try to create content full-time. I'm going to pitch myself to brands. I'm going to post consistently. Most importantly, trying to make my content not selfish. So if there's anything you guys want me to post or want to know or want to talk about careers or just, I don't know, anything, Sephora Squad, whatever it is, let me know, because girl, I have nothing but time now. I'm gonna try to enjoy New York as much as I can, because who knows, maybe next year California will be calling.
It's honestly heartbreaking seeing so many people lose their jobs over and over again. The economy is really terrible, And I understand, like, from the company's perspective what they're doing, and then I also understand the pain of people actually losing their jobs. So some businesses are failing in going down, some companies are doing it like for greed, and it's just for the sake of just increasing their profit, because this is just a very bad time for people to not have any source of income. Things are so difficult and expensive that you have a lot of people struggling out here. So you even trying to get help from others, like other people around you, they're also trying their best to survive. So who are you even going to run to for help?
We are in the fucking trenches with this economy. I was just laid off for the second time this year, and I actually think that this is the push I needed to pursue content full time, because I was going to quit that job anyway. Needless to say, we are back on the no-buy, ladies and gentlemen. At least I got to use up all my PTO on my gorgeous trip to Spain, and now I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna get time off for the holidays. Since I've already been laid off this year, there was one valuable lesson that I learned, which was that when I was laid off, I threw myself into finding a new job, and I didn't take any time to relax. The period in between jobs was not restful. It actually really increased my feelings of burnout because I was so frustrated with trying to find a job. My TikTok views have absolutely plummeted because over the last 6 months, I have had an extremely difficult time finding time to film content because this job consumed my life. Obviously, I'm also gonna have to throw myself into finding a new job, but I also am gonna throw myself back into content creation because that is something that completely fell off. I also think I'm gonna pursue freelance because I don't think the corporate girly life is for me anymore. The first thing I did when I found out I was getting laid off is I looked at my budget and I found $600 additional by canceling my Pilates membership and canceling my cleaning service. At this point, I'm just gonna pursue my passions because pursuing my career is not fucking working. I'm extremely good at my job, so being laid off twice is insane to me. We are in an economy that does not want ideas people, it does not want people with vision because AI can just replace you. Anyway, I'm now officially a full-time content creator. Let's fucking go, everyone.
See, a lot of y'all are asking the wrong question. If you haven't seen yet, a lot of major U.S. companies are starting to lay off people.
Now, my question is, where's the safety net? What are these people to do once they lose their jobs?
And for everybody thinking that this is not going to affect them, let me tell you this.
It could be you. Nobody is safe right now. Nobody's job is safe from getting laid off.
I don't care the amount of time you've been on your job. I don't care the amount of education you have. Nobody is safe. So instead of judging people for not having the right education, for not choosing the right job, let's start putting out resources and helping everybody that is getting laid off, okay? But y'all be safe out there. It's getting weird.
Is my company shutting down? Okay, it's almost 8:30. We usually have an HR meeting. Canceled. We got told from one of our East Coast managers to cancel all interviews for today. Now, in place of that meeting, mandatory meeting company update with a bunch of people on it. I'm about to be jobless for the holidays. Okay, I'm about to log on, so we'll see. Wish me luck.
All right, I have really bad news, everybody. Effectively, immediately, ceasing all operations. We have sent the call centers homes on the east. We're filing for bankruptcy.
For the people that we did have onboarding, are we calling them and telling them this, or is HR doing that?
That is a good question.
If you're really frustrated, then just name it. If you feel like you're in a shock, or just recognize where you are, because it mirrors the process of going through grief. So just take care of yourself like you have lost something, because you have. We all have. Thank you. Thanks. Bye, bye. Thanks.
So pissed.
I know.
Like, I'm actually so heated, and I'm just like,
We knew.
We talked about it.
No.
We just take it out, and again, they're so cute.
No, I'm getting them done on Thursday, but maybe I should cancel because I'm not gonna have any more money.
No, literally.
No, like actually though.
No, actually.
No, actually.
It hasn't opened yet, but
Yeah.
it's leading to a door that's about to open for all of us. And
No,
I know
I feel
it's
you.
super.
We were really hating it. I feel like we were starting honestly to get like really
No, I was like crying.
like bitter and even yesterday for me, I was like at a breaking point with and it's like the smallest things, but
Really, like yesterday was rough for me. Yesterday was super rough for me, and I was even saying like, should I just quit without a job? And it's like, well, don't have to.
the universe did it for you,
Don't have to
baby.
do that.
Company just laid everyone off, so we're gonna have a little debrief meeting with some of my girls, some of the girls from my team. Here's my girl now.
I thought we had a meeting. I think that's from my phone.
Yep. Cheers
to our first layoff.
Like, we're getting paid because
I think we would only get paid for yesterday.
yesterday.
Or maybe today too. Maybe today too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Since we found out today.
So I was gonna say, why do I have to be on this meeting then? I wonder how they're gonna tell, like...
Probably gonna slice pizza. Dude, I know. And poor, like...
I feel like... I don't want to say defeated, but like, I'm gonna be 30.
A little bit, yeah, no.
In like a week.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now I feel like my life got turned upside down.
Yeah, 100%.
Trying to schedule another meeting for us later today. I'm like, but we're unemployed.
Yeah,
I don't have to be on a meeting. We gotta move seats because our group is growing. More people showed up. Now we have a meeting. I don't think they can require us to be on it, but we're gonna join just to see any updates.
Hey guys, cheers to being laid off.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, we're drinking about it. We're at a brewery by us.
Well, that's what we're doing, so I'm glad you said
Everyone is here. Good, yeah.
That meeting had.
I know. That was no help whatsoever.
We did our meeting. We're still unemployed. We're gonna remain unemployed. And we'll figure it out. Bye.
It is confirmed. My company just sent out an email that they're laying off a large group of people tomorrow morning. In case you're new here, I was laid off in March this year. It took me 6 months to find a new job. Got a new job 7 weeks ago, and now this new job has announced hundreds of layoffs. What am I supposed to do here? Is this like a last one in, first one out situation? Is it like get rid of all the like highest paid people? Is it like keep the new hires because they were hired under a secret pretense of like knowing that these layoffs would be coming, and so we like definitely want the new people? That's gotta be it, right? I'm not even eligible for my corporate benefits. That's how little time I've been at this new job. I'm not even eligible for PTO. I'm not eligible for medical benefits yet. I still have a week to go. You're telling me that I might get laid off before I even get a chance to sign up for that shit? Part of me is like, you can't control any of this, so just move forward, business as usual until it's not. And the other side of me is like, no, we care deeply about this and this will affect our life, and we need to dive deep into every possible scenario over the next 24 hours. It's also weird because like they told us that the people who will be impacted by layoffs will be notified tomorrow morning, but now we just have like a day of work, and I'm like, so we're all just gonna keep working today? I just feel like if you're gonna lay hundreds of people off, like, do it. Just do it. Just do it now. Okay, well, I guess I'll just like get to work, assuming that the shit I'm doing actually matters, because it might not.
I just came on here to say that I got laid off. I'm an actor. My family is falling apart. And a couple of days ago, somebody followed me home. Yep.
It's like no matter how hard like you work, how loyal you are, and how much you put in so much effort into like a company, it doesn't matter. Like, they don't really care. The economy just feels like it's squeezing literally everybody right now because groceries are very expensive and then rent is constantly rising. There's just no jobs, and the jobs, even if you get a job, the job doesn't feel secure at all. Even if you don't get laid off, just sitting out with the constant fear that you could be next, your company could be next, because this is just something where it's like you don't really know what's happening, like what's gonna happen next. At any point you might hear, oh, this company has laid off this many people, and then you're sitting there at your own job, you're worried, you're scared, you're nervous. Maybe it's gonna be us next, who knows? Like, you never really know. And that uncertainty just feels so stressful and draining. And it's just like those who have a job are stressed, those who don't have a job are stressed. It's just not a good time, and things are just happening so fast. Like, the rate at which the economy is just dwindling so badly, it's happening so fast. We have a large number of people who are questioning their worth. Just remember that this doesn't define you. I mean, we see that all the time, but just try to cheer up and look for positive things in life. Let's just keep our head up high and hope that things actually get better and turn around for the best.
You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you. Please make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.